This is Takatani and this is Trainer Takoh. Today we'll be talking about successful women and what they go through in their relationship. So Tani, why is it difficult for successful women to have a good relationship?
Trainer, education, success is very intimidating to the society, to men, to women at large. You know, are you a single woman, a self-employed single woman, independent, intelligent woman who is still single? It happens. This is the world we live in today. Some women are they just want to forget about the hassle of dating and focus on their careers. They want to be something tomorrow. They have to have PhDs, doctorates, masters, or be doctors or lawyers tomorrow before they get involved in a marriage.
You make a big step, you know what they say now. To get a man, don't give up, don't give up.
I think I will see a grown man, handsome, with a beautiful house. I will let go.
Time on.
I will use my money.
Look at the time.
I will use my money.
Remember, we cannot recycle wasted time. Please go grab him, snatch him, do whatever. And I'm there. You know me now.
Thank you, my dear, for your support.
Please. 24/7. Call me.
And that because they have the ability to sustain themselves, you know, to support themselves because of the money or because of their career that they've been to, they have these PhDs. And it's very good when a woman is educated, because when you talk about marriage, if a woman is not educated, tell me, if she's not educated, how does she fall back?
When you are going to school, right, and you start dating a man at that time, before you get married, before you're done with school, then he should be used to the fact that you want to have this career, so that he shouldn't be intimidated.
She doesn't want to do both at the same time. She wants a woman wants a man to let her be for a while. Make your intentions known, but let her be. Once she goes to school, she will have all the time.
Let me give you a man perspective. Have that patience. Like, you have to wait for her to go to school and get done with school before you get married.
All men don't have
there are other girls out there waiting for you.
But we do have. Listen to one of our viewers. He sent us a little piece of which I definitely want you to listen. You know, this is a man's perspective on dating a successful woman. He says, "As for me, I'm attracted to well-educated, intelligent, and independent, successful women."
I hope he's not a lazy man.
No, he is not. He wants, just listen.
Okay.
He says, "I have dated girls who are 11 donuts short away from a dozen, and the relationship is never lasted too long." Get that? But I can't date a less educated woman because I will never respect her. Communication is lacking. I like to respect an intelligent and autonomous girl because big brains is sexy. And guess what? He says,
Look at your age. Don't say, you know what, I want to have everything before I can get a husband. No. Go to school, look for any man. I mean, it shouldn't be a classmate. It shouldn't be somebody at your level. Just look for any man, because you need to have your kids. You have to be strong. Say, you know what, I'm going to school. I want to have my husband. I want to have a powerful and strong family, and I will make it.
I am definitely happy that marriage wants to be there, but a woman has to fall back on her education. Tomorrow, if the man is not there, or if you marry less of a man,
you need to have that PhD. Good. That will help you in your husband's house. At least you have something that you can always look onto if your husband is not giving you a helping hand. But while going to school, you should be looking for a husband at the same time. You should just focus about school. I want to have this, I want to have that. What if you're out of school and you don't have a husband? You don't have kids. Your age is going while you're in school. So while you're looking for a husband, you have to be going to school at the same time.
You know what? Let's say you're married a man whose income doesn't come up that strong in the family, and you were educated. Isn't that come for something? It's good. It's a good thing that I went to school and I became a doctor or a judge. You know, and maybe my husband is just a school teacher who's minimally paid, or he has a low paid job. Doesn't it count for something? Doesn't it fall back? Am I not supportive to my husband? Tomorrow, if my marriage breaks up and I was not that educated because, well, I was juggling marriage and children and my school and I didn't finish, or I didn't give that much thought, or I didn't have A grades, or I wasn't an honor student, or I didn't pass with flying colors, where do I fall back? How do I go? What do I do?
What if you have this PhD and you don't have children and you don't have a man to complete your life?
I will have a man.
You can never get married to your PhD, right?
I know that, but I'm not saying that I will never get married.
Except you're not interested in having kids. You're not interested in having a husband.
No. Don't get me wrong, viewers. Don't get me wrong.
Most men are most men are intimidated by a woman who is highly educated. Why?
Well, they should get over it.
No man want to be under a woman's feet. They will always want to be the boss. Do you know I want to be in the control of this house? I don't want her to talk back to me when I'm talking to her. I don't want her to correct me. I don't want her to control my life.
I was reading something on a trend and someone is concerned about a good woman in America. We have diverse ways on how good women are, and we are human beings. We have different initiatives of what we want in life. Some men like successful women because they are also successful. The communication becomes really interesting, because let's say don't you want a diversity where you like mountain climbing or bike riding and your partner doesn't, but because you guys get married you get so close and
you train her.
You train. Okay, what about a successful woman who brings this much money at home? Doesn't she fill up the gap for paychecks?
Brings the money back at home. Then your husband sits home.
No, I didn't say sit home. He brings minimal money.
More than the husband, right?
Yeah.
That's why I say they're going to be intimidated, because she's going to be talking according to the money that she has. Some men get intimidated by women who are highly educated because they are going to control their life. Now she goes out there and maybe her paycheck is more than the husband, maybe times 2 the husband's paycheck. Then she comes back home, you know what, my paycheck is more than your paycheck, I'm taking care of this house, 90% I'm doing everything in the house. No, you don't have to talk back to your husband, and no man want to be under a woman's leg. So you have to be very careful when you have your PhD. Make sure you leave it out there, make sure you leave it in the office before you come to the house.
You know, there are things like this that really baffle me. Why a successful woman will be pushed into marriage without, when she's not ready. But I do understand that marriage must come with a woman, for her to be a mother or be in a family wise. But I also do say some successful women do get married, although statistics have shown that most of them don't get married to the right men, but they do get married.
You know why they don't get married? Okay, let me say for instance, you're out there with a man, he's taking you for a date. So when you get there, you're sitting there on the table, my schedule is this, I'm a PhD holder, I want to do this. You're talking about your career. Why don't you talk about your character? Forget about your career. If I'm you, I won't even talk about my career. If you ask a question, what are you doing? I'll be like, I'll just switch everything around. I won't tell him the right thing, because once you tell him that I'm a PhD holder and he's nothing, believe me, that man won't call you back.
So what you're saying is she's defining her success by the wrong standards.
That's right.
That's what you're saying.
Don't talk about your PhD. Talk about yourself. Talk about what you can do. I'm interested in having kids. I'm a low-life somebody. I like to go out with friends. I like to cook for my family.
I want us to jump into
really attracts a man towards you.
A woman gets very successful at the age of, let's guess, maybe 38, 40 stuff, or 35, and then she decides to get married. What are the disadvantages? What makes her get into a wrong marriage?
When she gets to 40 years old?
Once she has her career. We don't know how old, but definitely it's too old.
First, her age and the career too. Because PhD at the age of 40, you're behind time, and this is a danger moment for you, because you want to set it up for anything, and it will be difficult for you to see that thing, because most men will be scared of you. They will look at you and your PhD that you have. They say, you know what, go get married to your PhD, because I can't stand a woman like you. I need somebody that I can talk to, somebody that I can control, not somebody who is going to be my teacher. Most men nowadays, they will tell you that I need a woman who can take care of me. I need a woman who is like twice younger than I am. I don't need a woman who is at the same level with me. I don't need a woman who thinks like me. I don't need a woman who is coming to control me like a little boy. Start telling me you are not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to put your shoes here, you're supposed to do this. Start correcting my mistakes and all that. I don't need anybody to control my life. That's why it is difficult for them to have a good husband.
We had a question the other day where a man is telling us, oh, my wife goes to school, she comes home tired, she doesn't clean anymore, she don't help anymore. Why didn't you just leave that woman, call her, date, no, not even date, make your intentions known to her that you want to be with her. Then while she's going to school, let her be. Just support her morally, let her be. She finishes school, she will have the time in the world to be your housewife.
Tani, if you're a housewife, you have to know that you have to act like a housewife and like a student too. You can't just say, I'm going to school and I'm tired, I don't want to do this. Then why did you get married?
Okay, Let's boil down to some advice. There's never a statement like too successful for your mate.
Success is a good thing, because once you're successful and your husband is successful just like you, everything goes well. You have a good and beautiful family. Respect your husband. He's not up to your level, fine. Respect him for who he is.
You're a successful woman or a successful man, you know, your partner should be really your partner. Because in the Holy Book, in the Bible, we also say, we see in the Bible that God took a woman from a man's left rib to be a helper, to be a partner, to be a comforter, to be a builder. So our men, our ladies out there, if you're very successful, it's a beautiful thing. But once you're going out, step it out. Once you come in, be a housewife. And that is intriguing to your husband.
You are a woman who is single and you're finding it difficult to find a man. There is something in you that makes men really, I mean, it scares them away from you.
Right.
So you need to change.
Right.
Look at your attitude. Do I have a good attitude? Do I have a good approach? Look at how you approach me, how you talk to them. Don't be harsh, don't be rude. Take your beauty. I'm a pretty lady, fine, but take it down.
Right.
The way you dress to count. Put yourself at the floor level, put your normal, cover everything, your body. Because that will make a man really, really great to your point.
The way you talk to him and smile at him, the way you love him and care for him will make him feel you as a housewife. First of all, we have to step away the Dr. Stella, you know, and let it just be Stella, the housewife, to the man you married.
That's right.
Don't undermine his job. Encourage and support him.
You take him for who he is. You know his job. Encourage him. If you want him to be to your type, he can still go to school after having kids.
Right, definitely.
Go to school. You can look at him, you know, oh, he's a carpenter, he's a taxi driver. You know what? I'm not comfortable with this taxi driver stuff. Go to school.
Why don't you support him?
Yeah, let's work our money and put together for you to go to school.
Right.
And get a degree.
And maybe you guys can start looking at each other in the best ways possible. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our show today, talking about women, successful women, and relationships. This was a beautiful show. And if you're listening to us right now, go down and comment on Cameroon movie / Kamwood production.
After this,
Girls.
you get a good husband.
Yes, and after this, I promise you.
Work on your attitude.
Right.
You get a good husband.
Yeah.
God bless you. Have good luck.
And have a good luck. And go to Facebook too. Go to Facebook on Trina Takoh or Takatani and post your comments there. I've been very happy with all my viewers sending our comments, and I promise you I will always keep talking on your comments. I love the contact that you have with us here, Kamwood Girls, and this was Takatani, aka
Trina
TT.
Takoh. Peace to you all out there.
And we're signing off. Bye-bye.
Good things are hard to get in life. You have to struggle. Really. I mean, look how far you've come. You have a house, a car, you're rich. You're a successful story, my sister. You can use all those tools to get that man. Do you really want that man?
I really, really want him. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give him a car.
See?
For a birthday present.
That's what I'm talking about. Use your resources, okay? You have all these things, but you cannot talk to things. You need to talk to a man.
I'm not gonna let it go.
That's what I like.
Into the house.
I like that spirit. You're a fighter. You're a fighter. Please.
Beautiful.
Yes, it is. Ooh, tell me more. So,
you know what? I'm gonna love him, hug him.
In this country where we're struggling so hard to find a Cameroonian man, we're looking, we have the... Don't give up, don't give up.
I did think I would see a grown man, handsome, with a beautiful house. I will let go.
Time on.
I will use my money.
Look at the time.
I will use my money.
Remember, we cannot recycle wasted time. Please go grab him, snatch him.
This. I'm wasting my time. Oh, the birthday cake that I ordered. Boy, this is not true. I don't know what is happening. What is happening with me here? Everybody knows I'm married, but yet I don't have any peace. I can't even throw this out.
You can't be showering me with gifts, making a birthday party, even buying me a Mercedes car. I've never seen a situation like this.